Hello, you beautiful Spark, and welcome back to another solo episode of Spark TV. I am your host, Danielle, CEO and founder here at Spark Business. And today I wanted to share with you 3 things that I am doing in 2025 to grow my business. And I hope that it just gives you a little inspiration. Whenever I talk to other women in business, I'm always asking them, what's working for you right now? What are you doing to grow your business? And, sometimes the answers are pretty much same. There's a lot of people doing the same things out there, and there's a lot of marketing strategies that work, and that's great. But every now and again, you just hear a story of something that somebody tried that has really worked for them and is a little out of the box and gives you inspiration for things inside your own business. So I just thought if I shared with you 3 things that I'm focusing on, the conversation may spark something inside you that's helpful to grow your business in 2025 as well. So the first one is something that I'm really excited about. So if you followed Spark for a while, you would know that at the end of 2024, we relaunched our Women in Business directory. Historically, our business directory has been for members only. And, I don't know why we chose to do that. I guess we wanted to add in a perk of the membership. And, if you look at basically any other Women in Business membership online, that's pretty common. That's a pretty same model. And, one thing as I've been evolving Spark, I've been conscious of was closed directories. So a lot of Women in Business networks, you can only get in their directory if you're a member. And you can only view the directory inside your membership portal. And I thought that doesn't really make sense, because isn't the whole point of memberships, or Women in Business memberships specifically, to help you grow your business? So shouldn't more people see your business? So one little tweak we made at the start was you had to be a member to be in the directory, but it was public. So anyone could find you. And, that worked really well. We've got lots of members who collaborate with each other. Lots of people who just have discovered businesses to work with inside the directory. But I kind of thought it wasn't enough. And you know me, I always like to be pushing and thinking about how we can improve and deliver on our mission, right? The mission is Spark is a platform for women who want to grow their profit and impact. So I wanted to see if that really aligned, and it didn't. And the more I research women in business, the more I talk to women in business, the more I understand the challenges we go through, the more I reflect on my own challenges over the last 12 years of being in business, the more I thought about the fact that we could do more. And really interesting stat hit me in the face at the back end of 2024, and that was that women control $30 trillion worth of consumer and household spending. And I thought about that, and I thought, wow, isn't that interesting that women already hold the power? Yet someone even like me, who has a whole business dedicated to supporting women in business, still just went to, the big retailer on the weekend to do the shopping and put things in my trolley mindlessly and gave no thought to who owned that business or what the alternatives were. So I got on a bit of a mission to start making more conscious spending decisions and to put my money where my mouth was. So if you follow us on Instagram, you'll notice something that we do called the Spark Swap. So every week I basically show up and I share a product that I'm swapping in that week. So, perhaps is my coffee, right? Rather than just buying coffee mindlessly at the shops. And I'm not talking like coffee like made for you coffee. I'm talking like coffee grounds that I put in my filter pot at home. Swap that out for a female owned roastery. And let me tell you, the coffees are freaking a lot better now that I've done that anyway. But making all of these other swaps, I have swapped my hand cream for a female founded brand, my body wash for a female founded brand, my toilet paper for a female founded brand, all of these different products that are out there that are these incredible women in business that we already buy on a day-to-day basis, and we're not making a conscious decision. If you say that you support women in business, if you say you support women, if you say you want to make change, this is something that you can do right now without really doing anything, But I realize the problem. It's all very well and good for me to say that. What is the problem? The problem is convenience. It's too hard. People can't be bothered. They say they support women in business, but they can't be bothered researching another brand. So I was like, well, stuff it. Then our mission is to make it easy for people to choose female. So we relaunched the Women in Business directory and opened it up to all women in business. You don't have to be a member of Spark to be in the directory. You can list your business. If you're listening to this right now, you better list your business. It's sparkbusiness.global/list-by-business. And you can get in there for free. And we launched with over 3,500 listings, across fashion, beauty, health and wellness, business services, website designers, copywriters, graphic designers, accountants, lawyers, like you name it, they are in that business directory. If you're looking for a product, if you're looking for a service, if you are looking for to make to spend money on anything inside your business, go there first. You're gonna spend the money anyway. Back female. Let's empower the female economy. We can actually make change already. We don't need to wait for some kind of government policy or systemic change to happen. We already have the power. Now, I just realized that I was trying to tell you about something I'm doing to grow my business in 2025. So as you can see, I'm very strongly connected to this mission. And so the first thing I am doing in 2025 to grow my business is to show up and share that mission more. So historically, Spark has been around really profiling all of the Spark members, and we've done that in a bunch of different ways. However, and in my previous businesses, I've often shown up as the thought leader in my industry, but that's not something I've done with Spark before. And I feel like it's time. So I feel like there needs to be a person on this planet who is advocating for this change and making it easy for people to make the change. And as you know, unless you show up and you tell people about it, they're not going to do it. So I'm making it my mission to put myself more in the spotlight to share the mission with people. So that means rather than me just interviewing everyone on this podcast, I will be actively seeking to appear on other people's podcasts so that I can share the mission, so that I can share what we are doing to actively support women in business, whether it be through any of our free stuff like the podcast, like the Women in Business directory, or any of our paid stuff, so the courses, the membership, the mentoring, anything like that. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about that because, it's something that I haven't done in a little while. I've been very much focused on sharing other women in businesses' stories rather than my own. And, I've been in business for 12 years now. I've had Spark for over 4 years. And it's time to put myself out there more and share the mission. So I'm really, really excited about that one. The second thing I am doing to grow the business in 2025 is upgrade. So the word upgrade is the one that came to mind. So I'm upgrading. I'm a really, really big fan of shipping things imperfectly. I love getting things out there as soon as you can to test Do people care? Will this sell? What's the feedback, right? So that means that I do things quickly and efficiently and on a budget to get that feedback as quickly as I can. However, that means that there's so much room for optimization and improvement. If something doesn't work, great, I can throw it in the bin. But if something's working and I'm getting positive feedback, then I say, okay, this is an area that I want to invest. So there's a whole bunch of areas that I am investing in to grow the business in the new year. And that will be things like a podcast studio upgrade, which I'm very excited about. This podcast, as you can see, I just sit at my desk and I show up. And I think there is great value in that. I have done hundreds of episodes, both solo and interviews at this desk, and each of them are so important. And it is the message, not the setting, that is really important. But, the setting does also impact, the way we can share social content, how elevated it feels, which helps other people kind of go, ooh, what's that? Value it, listen to it more so the message gets to more people. So I'm super excited about podcast studio upgrades. I'm upgrading the website design, the website copy, email templates, again, so that things feel a little bit more elevated, so that people find us, know us, like us, trust us more. And also so every person I represent inside Spark is elevated as well. I think that is really, really important. So I'm very excited about that as well. And yeah, I think that's just a mentality that I want to take into 2025 is, okay, what's working and how can I make consistent improvements each and every week? The way I do it is, rather than feeling overwhelmed, is I set aside time. Every time I think of an idea and how I can make something better, I will just pop it down in my notes. I use ClickUp as my project management tool, chuck it in there, and then I schedule time. So I'll say, okay, at the end of the month, I've chucked a few hours in my diary, and in that time, I'm going to pick something off that list to make things better in the business. That really, I find, takes the pressure off feeling like you need to be perfect all the time. Just ship it. If it works, awesome. You can improve it later. So that's a big one for me. And then the last one that I'm taking into 2025 to grow the business, which might be a little bit unpopular, but I will be doing more. So I think there's a lot of value in content. There is a lot of value in being visible. And look, this isn't everybody's opinion. Some people are quality over quantity type people. I am a quality and quantity type person. And I just feel like I can be showing up more. I feel like I can be personally showing up more. I can be personally sharing more stories of women in business to help everybody else grow and learn and be inspired in their own businesses. And it's also the thing that I love the most. So I say this to every podcast guest I have on Spark TV. If all I did was show up and do the podcast and interview amazing women in business, crap, right? I would love it. I would absolutely love it. So I was like, well, that's the thing, right? We want to share more stories from women in business. We want to profile them. We want their lessons and their insights to help other women in business. And you love it, why not do more of that? So there will be a lot more content sharing stories of women in business in 2025. And I'm so, so excited about that one as well. And now, look, I said there was something going to be 3, but I just thought of something, so I'm going to, give you the bonus one. And that is, I am going to prioritize me. And I don't know if we always say this, but after 2024, I feel like, I'm turning 40 this year, fun. So it could just be some point in life crisis that I'm having. But I really feel like historically I've felt very guilty when I've done anything for myself and used my time for pleasure over using my time for business stuff. And I know intellectually that that is counterintuitive. I have firsthand seen how rest and relaxation and joy and stopping and giving myself space can increase my productivity, increase my creativity, increase my inspiration for business, increase my business growth, all of the things. There is a direct impact, yet still there's this underlying guilt. So I am actually going to make that a priority in 2025 as well, to prioritize myself to support my business growth this year. And, that will be a combination. Of course, I've bloody project managed it already. But what I've done is I've sat down and I thought, okay, what are all of the things that help me rest and recuperate and bring me joy that are just for pleasure, whether it's reading, whether it's taking a dip in the pool, whether it's doing yoga, whether it's sunshine, whether it's dinner with my husband, whatever it is, I've got a whole list of things so I can go, okay, and even good things too, like, supplements, exercise, all of those good things, face masks, the things that also want to fuel my body and be, the best, healthiest version of myself as I move into year number 40. They're all on the list as well. So the idea is, and I'm not great on a schedule, but the idea is that I can set aside time each day, each week, and I may not have picked the thing yet, but I have a whole list of ideas and I can go, okay, right now I'm prioritizing me and my health and my well-being. What can I do in this moment right now that is going to contribute to that? And I don't have to think about it because I've already done the thinking. Thank you, past Danny. And all of that is documented for me. So yeah, I'm really excited about making sure that I look after myself and that I feel energetic and excited as much as I can this year to support the big mission that we have at Spark. Anyway, hope some of that resonated with you. Feel free to steal anything. Feel free to share what you're doing as well. I would love to know more about anything you're doing in 2025 to scale your business. No gatekeeping. Let's get into it. I love it. Let's share ideas so we can all win together. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for backing yourself in business. Here's to an absolutely incredible 2025. Love you lots and chat to you in the next episode of Spark TV.